Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Buffalo SportsCenter video. It's a special one. We did one last year where we predicted each game for the Buffalo Bills with all four of us here. With me today, I am Don. To my right is Cal. Beside him is Braden. And beside him, all the way at the end, is Jaden. Those are your four guys. We will be predicting every single game here in this new season. Let me just get you guys quick synopsis real quick here. Do you think the Bills win the Super Bowl? Yes or no? Let's go right down the line. Cal?
Absolutely, 100% guaranteed. I think this is our year. It's been a long time coming. I'm going Super Bowl winners this year.
All right, Braden?
Yep.
There we go. All right.
Yep.
And Jaden, you're on the bandwagon
I
too, bud?
think I'm after rain on the parade here. I think we're going to the Super Bowl, but I don't think it's our year yet.
All right, so I am going to kick you out of the meeting real
And
quick
Jaden
right
was
here.
adopted as a child. Okay.
Get him
Oh,
outta here.
boy. Okay. Jaden, you're really... Oh, boy. You're
Had to do it.
everything over there. Okay. So, the season starts week 1, kickoff night against the LA Rams in Los Angeles. This is going to be a really highly anticipated match. Allen versus a very hobbled Matt Stafford, albeit, but their defense is loaded with Jalen Ramsey and a bunch of guys, Aaron Donald too. Their offense also pretty loaded. What do you guys think about this match?
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be a close battle. A lot of people are anticipating this to be a very high scoring game, just because first game of the year, defenses might not be ready. It might be a crazy game. You got obviously the Super Bowl championship celebration before the game, but I think the Bills are going to come into LA and kind of poop on their parade a little bit. I think we do win this game, but it's going to be a little closer. It's going to be similar to the last time we played the Rams, where we were up, they came back. I think we do hold on again though and get the win week 1.
That's absolutely beautiful. Braden?
Yeah, we're winning. Aaron Donald might be the most overrated person in the league. And we're gonna come in and we're gonna spank some kids. So yeah, 1-0.
All right. And Jaden, do you also feel that Aaron Donald's overrated?
I do agree that Aaron Donald probably does play the easiest position in the NFL, if I'm being completely honest. But I think I gotta stay level-headed here. I don't know if Tre'Davious White's playing week 1. I think we're losing.
Sorry, I just had a panel drop from behind me. Jaden, so first you say we don't win the Super Bowl. Now you say we lose in week 1 against the Rams. Where does it stop with this kid, guys? Come on. What's going on
Gotta
here?
set the expectations low, so that way, if the Bills, if they exceed them, then it's just good. Then you're not disappointed.
The life of a Buffalo fan, in a few words.
There we go. All right. I also say it's going to be an L here. I'm going to get a little rain in on this parade. I think if there's any of the games here on the schedule, looking at it, this is a tough stretch here for the Bills. I don't think they'll be up to task, especially with probably Jordan Poyer being a little injured, and Jordan Poyer is going to be injured, and same with probably a couple of other guys on the roster that won't be up to that speed. It's going to be a high-stakes night. Anyways, let's move on now. Second primetime game of the year. It's going to be Monday night against the Tennessee Titans. What do you guys think is going to happen here?
This one's going to be close as well. I know we struggle with the Titans quite a bit, but I'm going to go with a win here as well. I think the home crowd's going to be all in, and I'm going to give it to the Bills on this one.
Braden?
Derrick Henry has a literal rat tail for a haircut. So you know what Buffaloes do is they stomp rats, just like we squish dolphins. So 2-0.
There we go. Jaden?
All right. Finally, we're getting a little more positive here. The Titans, they don't got A.J. Brown anymore. Derrick Henry coming off a big injury. We're taking the win.
There we go. Yeah, I say the Titans have had our number for the last couple of years. Time for a victory. Let's get a victory in here. We're the new kings of the AFC. It's not the Titans show anymore. I really think it's going to be really good on that home opener. So, a couple of us have wins, little losses here and there against the Rams. We move into week 3 now, and a lot of people, surprisingly enough, are saying that the Miami Dolphins have caught up to us. Do you guys see that to be the case? And do they get the victory here against the Bills in week 3?
Uh, let's just start off by saying this. The Miami Dolphins are an absolute poverty franchise. There's absolutely no way in hell that this team even contends with the Bills in either of the games this year. Tua may be a solid player, but overall he's definitely not a top NFL QB at all. The addition of Tyreek Hill is definitely going to help them, but I think the Bills got this one easy.
Brady?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Cal on that statement. The Dolphins have never and will never be a good franchise. They're in Miami. You have to deal with 90-degree weather. Like, who wants to play in that? No one. So we're going to come in, win, and go 3-0 on the season.
All right, and Jaden?
Josh Allen owns the Dolphins. Pretty self-explanatory. Tyreek Hill is he's a Hall of Fame cap artist, some might say. So for that reason, Bills are winning 2-1.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I say that the Bills pull out a victory here in Miami in this week. It's going to be fun. Tua turns the ball over. Tyreek, you're lying. Every time you say that Tua is the most accurate QB that you've ever seen, he's not a lion. He's more like a basement-dwelling urchin, okay? He's not good. He's terrible. Josh Allen is his daddy, and they always get the W. So let's move on now to Week 4 at the Ravens. The Bills are going to Baltimore in another actually, I think this is going to be an underrated game of the season, okay? Cal, what do you think about this game?
Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson's going to have a kind of a step back year. I think he's going to step back into the fame. I think he's going to have quite a few decent plays this year. I think he's gonna contend for one of the I'd say top 5 QB in the league this year. I really see it coming, but the loss of Hollywood Brown, they still don't have great receivers. I think the Bills take this one.
Brain?
Yeah, I'm with Cal also. We're talking about Lamar Jackson, the guy who cannot throw a ball and can only run. So with that, one-sided ability, we're going for it now.
Jaden?
The Ravens, they got a running back playing quarterback. Not too difficult here. Bills are winning.
Yep, running back. No offense whatsoever. Who's their number one wide receiver? Does anyone know? Can we name him?
Say, Mark
Who?
Andrews?
Who? Huh?
Who?
I don't know. I feel like I would have to be grabbed by both shoulders right now and shaken. And I would have no, actually. Oh my God! I would need a gun to my head, and I still wouldn't be able to name who their top wide receivers. Maybe even their 3. So they have a good defense. Their secondary is scary good. Marcus Peters, all those guys back there. Just Josh Allen will be too much for them. Give me the W here. And this is a good little streak here for the Bills. They are almost at the end of this tough opening month, but they still have to deal with in Week 5. Another rematch against the Steelers. And I know that the Steelers are, on paper, they're so much worse than the Bills. But they were last year, too, and we still managed to lose to them. Does the Bills' fortunes against Pittsburgh change this year?
I think they do. I think the Steelers, last year was a fluke game. Week 1, we weren't really ready. I know it's kind of a lame excuse, but, we played horrible. Still should have won that game. I remember there's a trade day pick that got overturned, but I'm going to have to say the Bills win this one. Close game, though. Closer than some of the experts might think on this one, but I got the Bills winning.
Love my man, fourth quarter Mitch over there on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it's not as good as Daddy Allen, so we win 5-0.
Jaden?
I agree. Got a lot of love for Money Mitch over there in Pittsburgh, but unfortunately for them, Matt Hawk is not going to be our punter this year, so they will not be winning the game off a blocked punt, and for that reason, we're winning.
Yeah, I agree. Another victory here. Matt Hack is a total hack. He's terrible. He's awful. Give me the punt god here. Give me a Bills victory again. On my schedule, there 4-1 up to this point. A couple of you guys undefeated. Jaden and me are the only ones with predicting losses here. So, this is where things get a little tricky once again for the Bills. Week 6, it's the rematch, revenge game. Bills are going to Kansas City and facing off against Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs. They played the playoff game of the decade recently. And do we see their fortunes changing in Arrowhead, or does the same streak of losing continue?
The Bills are going to be so pumped up. I got them going 5-0 up to this point. They're going to be going in there playing their hearts out. They're going to lose by 20 this game. I think the tides kind of change a little bit. They kind of get stunned. I got a loss against the Chiefs.
Wow. Braden?
Yeah. Unlike Cal, we're gonna go into Arrowhead and we're gonna show them who's boss. Okay, that playoff game was a fluke, and when you have Jackson Mahomes as your brother, you're already losing. So 6-0.
Jaden?
Gotta agree with Braden on this one. Think the Bills are gonna be fired up. Chiefs don't got Tyreek Hill anymore. I think it's an easy dub for the Bills.
I think that the Chiefs' hopes of beating the Bills fall like a thud here, and the Bills beat them for much of the same reasons that you guys have already stated. The Bills will be pumped. Jackson Mahomes is a thing. Patty Mahomes is not a thing anymore. Will he continue to be a thing without Tyreek Hill? We don't know. Juju Smith-Schuster is terrible. Their defense is still not that convincing, and the Bills' offense knows where to press their buttons to get them opened up. So I think that the Bills beat the Chiefs here, and they continue another really good stretch here in this opening month. After this, the Bills go into Week 7 with a bye, and they return to Sunday Night Football where they face off against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This is another marquee matchup here for the Bills. Cal, start things off here. How do you think this game's going to go?
Packers were a good team. They're not anymore without Devontae Adams. I'm going to say the Bills win this one by 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Cal, but here's the thing: I'm gonna go a bigger margin. We win by 35. Aaron Rodgers has his worst game in 5 years.
Wow.
It's coming.
Jaden?
7-0, I think.
Oh, wow.
Like Cal said, the Packers were a good team, but nowadays they got plumbers and firefighters playing wide receiver for them. So for that reason, blowout victory.
I think that Aaron Rodgers keeps this game close, but the Bills pull away from this game with a victory here, and they win it another one. So, for me, they have, 5-game win streak now. That's unbelievable. The Bills didn't even get that last year. And right now here, we enter the mid-season lull that usually happens. It starts out with a divisional rival at New York Jets. Cal, how do you think this one's going to go?
Jets are one of the worst teams in the league. They're going to continue to be one of the worst teams in the league. They like to fight in training camp similar to the Bills, but I'm going to say this is an easy win.
Yeah, I have to agree with Cal. Jets, just like the Dolphins, will never be a good team. So 8-0.
Jaden?
I think Zach Wilson, he's got that dog in him for sure. But no shot. Bills are winning easily.
Yeah, and you mentioned Zach Wilson has no shot. He shoots his shots off the field and he usually gets them, but not on the field against the Bills. Not today. Bills have their number. They've always had their number. I think the Jets, their record against the division over the last 2 or 3 years, they've only won one divisional game. I can't remember who that was against even, but it was so long ago. It may have been the Bills from 2018. I can't remember, but they're really bad in division. Give me the Bills. Easy dub here. And now we move into Week 10 against the Minnesota Vikings. Cal, this is an intriguing one. How do you see this one shaping up?
Yeah, definitely a game to keep an eye on. Obviously, we had the whole Diggs trade that led to, Justin Jefferson. But overall, Bills, much better team than the Vikings. I got this as a pretty easy win. It might be close for a little bit, but I think the Bills pull away.
Okay, number 1, I respect Justin Jefferson for inventing the gritty. It has changed my life. Number 2, you can only gritty so much without losing. Vikings lose.
All right, gritty. Jaden?
I think the Vikings, they're an intriguing team this year. New head coach from the Rams. Maybe he'll be like Sean McVay. Probably won't. But good offense. But they still got Kirk Cousins at QB, and he's mediocre. So we're winning.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is going to look like a fish out of water here. It's going to be really rough for their offense against their defensive line. Von Miller, he's going to wreck him. Kirk Cousins doesn't get away. Justin Jefferson, he may have invented the gritty. I respect him just like you, Braden, for that, but it won't be enough to get them the dub here. I could see maybe Minnesota going up big in this game, and then the Bills come back and Vikings choke again. Either way, it all comes out to the same result. Another W for the Bills. Now, we move into the biggest gray question mark here for the season, Week 11 versus the Cleveland Browns. We don't know if Deshaun Watson will be playing. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Cal, try to predict this one.
See, this game is actually tough because I won't be able to watch this game. I checked my calendar the other week, and I actually have a massage appointment that day, so unfortunately, I will not be able to watch this game, but I do think the Bills will get the win. I don't know if I'll, be able to make a preview or recap for that week, but I think the Bills do take this one.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, like, too much massaging has gotten Deshaun Watson in a pretty peculiar situation, and based on that, I don't think he's going to be playing, so I think we get the win.
Jane?
I'm being totally honest here. Whether Deshaun Watson's there, Jacoby Brissett, Jimmy Garoppolo, we do not care. Bills are better. They're winning.
And it's tough because Deshaun Watson in the past has owned the Bills. In that playoff game, I still remember it. He owned us. We sacked him a bunch of times, and he still won the game. He's a one-man wrecking machine. He doesn't need much to take over a game, much like Josh Allen. The only problem is, you're right, he has a bit of problems with massages. It's probably not good that the National Massage Convention, will be hosted in Cleveland this year, so beware for that, guys and girls. I see the Bills once again get another victory here, though this could be a trap game. You never know with Nick Chubb as well. He's very good. The Bills have been exposed in recent years by elite running backs. So
yeah, we can all agree he won't. Deshaun Watson won't get the happy ending he wanted from this game.
I don't think so. He won't be able to finish the way he likes.
Also, Nick Chubb has a small Chubb, so that's a factor in there too.
Don't tell Deshaun that.
No.
I hope their lockers aren't next to each other. Oh boy. Let's move on to Thanksgiving, where everyone but Deshaun Watson will be eaten. He will have already been full by then. The Bills face off against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. Cal, how do you see this game going?
I always root for Detroit on Thanksgiving. Ain't gonna happen this year. I think it's an absolute murder. I think we win by 20 plus. Got the Bills winning this one easy.
You can cue the song "Murder Man" because that's about to happen on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Jaden.
I think the Bills will. This won't be a very challenging game for them, but I think the biggest storyline here will be escaping without the Lions biting off their kneecap. So as long as they avoid that, I think it's an easy win.
I think so too. You're right. As long as they don't bite off her kneecaps. Easy dub here for the Bills. Now, Week 13, divisional game at New England at Gillette Stadium. Mac and Cheese Arm is going to be facing off against our defense. Does he succeed? Cal?
Yeah, Mac Fraud's going to have a tough year. I know he put on a little bit of weight. A lot of Patriots fans say he's looking kind of rough in training camp so far. I think we might see a little bit of Brian Hoyer in this game. I think that's how much of a murder it's going to be. I got the Bills taking this one easy. First game against the Pats.
Yeah, I have to agree with Cal. I think we're going to win. I mean, when Mac Jones is eating 5 Krispy Kremes pregame, doesn't sit well. So.
Yeah, Jaden?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat here. Not really scared of Big Mac Jones and Matt Patricia as the offensive coordinator. It's a joke. So pretty easy win here.
Matt Patricia is an offensive coordinator, folks. Welcome to the new season. I love it. Yeah, Bills victory here. A lot of analysts are like, oh, if the Bills won, this is it. No, why? How? We have owned the Patriots in the last couple of meetings. Ever since that whole win game thing happened, Bills have owned them. They didn't.
Justin Zimmer owns your poverty franchise.
Yeah, facts. Another victory here for the Bills against the Patriots. Week 14. Guys, can we just say another W? Sorry, dog. Another W right here, right? Just sweep it right by. Yeah?
Yeah.
All
What's Week 14?
Against the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Week 15, versus the Miami Dolphins, another intriguing one later in the season. Miami may be gearing up for a playoff push. Cal, what do you see here?
Yeah, I think Miami is going to really want this game. I think they're going to be, near that playoff contention, near the wild card. They're really going to want this one. I think it's going to be a lot closer than the first matchup, but I still think we get the win.
Yeah, cue Murder Man again, because we're going to just destroy their hopes and dreams on this one. So, yeah, we're undefeated so far.
There we go. Jaden?
Teddy Bridgewater, maybe the starting QB by this point in the season, maybe scares me more than Tua, not by much. Josh Allen still owns the Dolphins. We're winning this one.
Absolutely. No, you know what? The Bills have been winning enough here. I'm going to say that the Dolphins pull off an upset here in New Era Field. The Bills eventually have to lose one. I think it's going to be good for them if they do lose. They won't have that stigma, that dogma on their back heading into the playoffs, because there's one thing about going undefeated for a good chunk of the season. It's that the pressure of losing and being perfect, it kind of starts to eat away at your psyche. So I see it I see it happening here. Give me an L. And let's move on now to the final third of the season. Week 16 at Chicago. Cal?
The Bears, another team that's not going to be great. I know Roquan Smith just requested a trade, so that's going to definitely be a factor in the Bears being an even worse team than anticipated. I think the Bills have this one in the bag. I'm going to say, another 20-point win. I think they easily roll by the Bears.
Yeah, I don't think I can name one player on the Bears team, and that speaks for itself. So win.
Justin Fields is pretty good, but
no, he's not.
He's really good at picking guys off in the corner of the end zone in practice. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Jaden?
Shout out to the Bears. If they want to flip us Roquan Smith for Tremaine Edmonds, I'm here for it. But other than that, their team stinks. Easy win.
Yeah, before my head just flipped off, I really do think that we should trade Tremaine Edmonds for Roquan Smith. That would be a hella good trade. Tremaine, you've been okay, but Roquan is better. Give us that trade. Give me a Bills victory here. Week 17. Wow, Week 17 already. At Cincinnati. Not at the Paul Brown Stadium anymore. It's something else starting with a P now. Paycrop? I don't care. Joey B versus Josh Allen. Cal, how do you see this one turning up?
Bills are going to get their second loss. I think it's just bound to happen. I think Cincinnati's going to be fighting for the division. The Bills already got the division on lock. I think we see a little Bitcoin Barkley. I see a little bit of Case Keenum. I think we played the backups and we kind of get smoked. But Cincinnati's going to need this game, I think, to clinch up that division. I think the Bills don't, and Bills end up losing.
Usually I don't like to be a Debbie Downer, but it's Joe Burr, okay? And he's got the flow, he's got the style, he's got the drip, he's got the girls. Okay, this man's got it all. I think we're gonna get steamrolled in this one.
Jaden?
I think the Bengals are due for a little post Super Bowl regression this year. I think they're a good team, but they probably weren't as good as they were last year. Close game, Bills pull it out.
Yeah, I think we pull one out against the potential steamroller here. Give me another Bills victory. They bounce back from the whole Dolphins thing. I really do think that Allen is my daddy. He's really great in shorts, and that hope and inspiration that he will be showing from the bench is going to be amazing. Bills victory, and now we move into the final week of the season. Hopefully the Bills they're definitely make the playoffs at this point. Week 18 against the Patriots at home. Season finale. Cal and folks, how do you see this one turning out?
The Patriots absolutely need this game to have playoff hopes. I think they come into the game red hot. They're gonna be feeling themselves, and they're gonna get some great plays. I think Mac Jones is gonna first drive of the game get a touchdown, and I think the Bills end up winning 54-25.
Jesus. All right. I think because the Patriots are probably gonna go about I don't know, what would it be at this point? 2-14 at this point. So I think you got Mac Jones, who just doubled up his Krispy Kreme order because he's got to deal with his depression at this point.
Yeah, as he
So
shall.
it's gonna be a win.
Yeah, Jade.
I think the Patriots they come roaring into this game hot off of their probably sixth or seventh win of the season. They're feeling good. Matt Patricia's probably gone by now. Bills are playing their backup, so for that reason, I'll give it to New England.
I digress. I think that Bill Belichick will be fired and replaced by Matt Patricia by this point. Let's go. Let's bring it in. Matt Patricia, the rightful heir to Belichick's throne. Give it to me. Give me another Bills victory. Our backups are better than the Patriots team. Matt Judon, go bye-bye. Go, I don't know what he does on his summers. Maybe he, tries to troll Bill's Twitter, but it doesn't work out too good for him. Yeah, he's going to have to be doing that after this game because the Patriots not only will not make the playoffs, they will get season swept by the Bills again. And give me a Bills victory, and that caps off what should be an absolutely phenomenal season here for the Buffalo Bills, a season filled with Super Bowl aspirations. I'd like to thank all of you very, very much for watching us. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If the Bills get to a record of, if they get 15 or more wins in the regular season, I will jump through a table with ketchup and mustard on it. Give me that. I will do it for you folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I was Don, Cal, Braden, and Jaden, all with some predictions today. Make sure to see the next video. Thank you so much, and bye.